Eighth problem. A particle is moving along the sides of an equilateral triangle of side A, starting from a vertex in clockwise direction. Find the maximum possible displacement. Second bit. Find the least possible displacement when the particle is on opposite side of a starting vertex. Assume this is equilateral triangle. In that equilateral triangle, ABC are the vertices. Particle starts from point A, it travels in clockwise direction. That means A to B, B to C, C to A again. In this, it starts from point A. So here, if it is going like this, it reaches point B. Whenever it reaches point B, it gets a maximum displacement. So for first bit answer, maximum possible displacement, so which is equal to A. Yeah. And second bit, find the least possible displacement when the particle is on opposite side. Here, the particle is again traveling in this direction. If it reaches exactly opposite point to A, so exactly opposite point to A, then this is the least possible displacement. So if you draw one line, straight line from this point to midpoint of this opposite side, it divide this line divider this side into two equal parts. So each side is equal to, this becomes a by 2, and this one is also a by 2, and we know this side is equal to a. Here this midpoint is taken as D. AD is the least possible displacement here. So how to calculate AD? Here we know this side and this side. To calculate AD from the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Here AB is the hypotenuse, AD is one side, DB is another side. To calculate AD, side is equal to under root of hypotenuse square minus side square. Here hypotenuse is AB, so AB square minus DB square, which is equal to AB is equal to A, so root over A square minus DB is equal to A by 2 whole square. So from this we can write that is equal to root over A square minus A square by 4. From this you take LCM, 4 is the LCM, 4A square minus A square we can get, 4A square minus A square is equal to root over 3A square by 4. From this we can write root 3 by 2 into A we can write. This is the least possible displacement. Question number 9. A person walking in a straight line turned towards left after covering a distance 1 meter. Then he covered a distance 1 meter on turn to right, and then covered 1 meter on turn to left, and continues the same. All the turnings are right angled. In that A, if the distance covered is 7 meter, find the displacement. B, can the displacement be 4 meter? If so, what is the distance covered then? C, if the distance covered is n meter, where n is an integer, find the displacement. So according to problem, a person, assume, starts from this point. He travel along a straight line. After covering 1 meter, he takes a left turn and covers 1 meter. Again takes right turn, next left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. In this way he is going. So in first bit, if the distance covered is 7 meter, find the displacement. Distance covered is 7 meter means here 1 meter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He reached this point. Now we calculate displacement. To calculate displacement, in this he traveled 3 meters along x direction and 4 meters along y direction. So in this case, displacement is equal to under root of 3 square plus 4 square. We know root over 3 square plus 4 square is equal to root over 25, which is equal to 5 meters. In first case, displacement is equal to 5 meter. Next, in bit B, can the displacement be 4 meter? If so, what is the distance covered then? If we observe here on x-axis 3 meter, y-axis 4 meter he traveled, displacement is 5 meter. Suppose if we travel 3 meters along x direction and 3 meters along y direction, then what is the displacement? In this case, displacement is equal to root over 3 square plus 3 square, which is equal to root over 18. So root over 18 is greater than 4. So that's why one value here, if you take 1 is 3 meter and 1 is 2 meter you take, then displacement is equal to root over 3 square plus 4 square. So which is equal to root over, 2 square, root over 13, which is less than 4. That means one side must be equal to 3 meters and another side lies between 3 meters and 2 meters. Then we can get displacement is equal to 4 meters. So in that case, we calculate another side. Displacement 4 meter is equal to root over 3 square plus another side you take it as y or x or some unknown value, some d you take, d square. So squaring on both sides, 16 is equal to 9 plus d square. From this, d square is equal to 16 minus 9. D is equal to d square is equal to 7. D is equal to root over 7 we can get. So one value 3 and another value is root 7. So in this case, distance is equal to 3 plus root 7. So this is the distance. And next, third bit. If the distance covered is n meter, where n is an integer, find displacement. Suppose here n is even number. N is even number. Then he covered equal distance along vertical, equal distance along horizontal. So the distance covered along x direction is n by 2 and y direction is also equal to n by 2. X direction n by 2, y direction n by 2. In this case, displacement is equal to under root of n by 2 whole square plus n by 2 whole square. So that is equal to root over 2 into n square by 4 we can get, 2 times we can get, that is equal to n by root 2 we can get. So that is the displacement n by root 2. And next, if n is a odd number, so odd number means like 7. 1 is n minus 1 by 2 and another one is n plus 1 by 2 we can get. So in this, displacement is equal to under root of n minus 1 by 2 whole square plus n plus 1 by 2 whole square. If we simplify, then we can get it is in the form of a minus b whole square. First we can do like this, n minus 1 whole square by 4 plus n plus 1 by whole square by 4. From that is equal to under root of, here LCM is 4. In numerator, a minus b whole square. So formula a square plus b square minus 2ab plus a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here minus 2n plus 2n get cancelled. Under root of we can get 2 into n square plus 1 by 4 we can get, which is equal to root over n square plus 1 by 2 we can get. Problem number 45. A car covered half the time of journey with speed v1. Half of the remaining distance is covered with a speed v2 and the remaining with v3. Find the average speed. Here, in this problem, we need to calculate average speed. We know average speed formula. Average speed is equal to V average, or average speed is equal to total distance by total time taken. I am assuming total distance is equal to d meters, total time is taken as t. So if you calculate V average is equal to d by t, so your answer is completed. Here, assume the body travels from point A to point B. Total distance from A to B is equal to d meter. It takes a time t seconds. But according to problem, car covered half of the time of journey with speed v1. So I am assuming half of the journey time, but I taken total journey time is t seconds. Half of journey time is t by 2. This t by 2, in this time interval t by 2 time, it is traveling with a speed of v1. It covers a certain distance. I am taking that as a AC. In half of journey time, it covers certain distance. That distance is taken as AC. So according to problem, AC is equal to how much distance covered in half of journey time. AC is equal to, distance is equal to, we know formula, speed into time. Here speed is v1 and time is t by 2. So which is equal to t v1 by 2. Next, remaining distance. Remaining distance is taken as CB. But in remaining distance, half of the remaining distance. So here remaining distance is CB. In that, half distance is taken as CD. Remaining half is taken as VD. So first half of distance is covered with a speed of V2. So here speed is taken as a V2 and remaining distance covered with a speed of V3. So what is the remaining distance? Remaining distance is equal to CD. So that remaining distance CD is equal to total distance minus AC. This is the remaining distance. Sorry. Total distance CB. Remaining distance is CB. CB is equal to D minus AC. If you remove this one from the total, we can get answer. So D minus AC is equal to T V1 by 2. What about remaining half of the distance? Remaining half distance means that is equal to CD, which is equal to DB, that is equal to CB by 2. Clear? Because half of the remaining distance is CD. In that half we want to, that half is equal to CD or that is equal to BD, that is equal to D minus T v1 by 2 whole divided by 2 we can get. In numerator, you take LCM. 2 is the LCM in numerator. Here it cancels in 2 times. So 2d minus tv1 by 2 whole divided by 2 again we can get. From this, we can get simplify. Then we get that is equal to 2d minus tv1 by 2 into 2. So that is equal to 2d minus tv1 by 4 we can get. This is a half of remaining distance. Half of remaining distance which is equal to cv by 2. I am rubbing this middle portion and now I am assuming the time taken by a body to travel from C to D is taken as T2 seconds and D to B is taken as T3 seconds. So from that T2 is equal to time is equal to we know formula. Time is equal to distance by velocity. So here distance is equal to CD divided by velocity is V2. In same way, T3 is equal to distance which is dp by its speed is v3. Now T2 plus T3 is equal to how much? So this is half of time. So remaining is half time. That's why T2 plus T3 which is equal to T by 2. T2 is equal to CD by V2 plus T3 is equal to dB by V3 which is equal to T by 2. But we know CD and dB both are equal. So CD value or dB value same value which is equal to 2D minus TV1 by 4 whole divided by V2 plus 2D minus TV1 by 4 whole divided by V2 which is equal to T by 2. After simplifying this one, we can get d by t value which is equal to average speed. So now we simplify this equation. From this, if you take 2d minus tv1 by 4 common, then we get 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 we can get which is equal to t by 2. So here 2 get cancelled and cross multiply 2 get cancelled. So 2 times and cross multiply we can get 2d minus tv1 into 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 is equal to 2t we can get. From this we can write 2d into 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 minus tv1 into 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 which is equal to 2t. This term also take that side. Then we get 2d into 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 which is equal to 2t plus tv1 into 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. From this we take t common here. Then we get this side we have 2D into, take LCM here, V2 V3 is the LCM. Here V2 plus V3 we can get, which is equal to, if you take T common, then we get T into 2 plus V1 into, again we take LCM here, V2 V3 is the LCM. So we get V2 plus V3 here. From this, if you take d by t, take this side t and 2 set that side, then we get average speed value. For that, from that 2d into V2 plus V3 by V2 V3 is equal to T into, take LCM here, V2 V3 is the LCM. Here 2 times 2 into V2 V3 plus V1 into V2 plus V3 we can get. Both sides V2 V3 get cancelled, this term get cancelled on both sides. From that, average speed d by t is equal to, d by t is equal to 2 into V2 V3 plus V1 V2 plus V1 V3 divided by 2 into V2 plus V3. So d by 3 t is equal to V average. So average speed is equal to, we can write 2 V2 V3 plus V1 V2 plus V1 V3 by 2 into V2 plus V3. This problem we can solve in another method also. So in this method, if we know 2 points, then only we can solve this problem. What are the 2 points here? If a body covers half of distance with a speed v1, next remaining half of distance with a speed v2, we know average speed formula, v average is equal to 2 v1 v2 by v1 plus v2, this formula. And next, if your body covers half of journey time with a speed v1, remaining half of journey time with a speed v2, in this case average speed is equal to v1 plus v2 by 2. If you know these two formulas, we can solve. Here first half distance, next half distance. Here first half of journey time, next half of journey time. Same, if you observe here, CD and DB, here distances are equal. First, you assume this is first half journey, next half of distance. So, in this distance, it travel with V2, V3. So, average speed from C to B, V average from C to B, which is taken as V average 1. You assume this is V average 1, which is equal to 2 into V2 V3 by V2 plus V3 according to this formula. Next, it becomes like this. A to C is the first half of journey. First half time of journey. Remaining one is next half time of journey, T by 2. In this speed is V1, in this speed is V average 1. So finally average speed is equal to from this formula, half of journey with V1, remaining is V2. From that, V1 plus V average 1 by 2 is the formula, which is equal to V1 plus V average 1 is equal to 2 V2 V3 by V2 plus V3 divided by 2. In numerator, you take LCM. In numerator, LCM is V2 plus V3. So from that, V1 into V2 plus V3 plus 2V2 V3 whole divided by 2. So which is equal to, we can get V1 V2 plus V1 V3 plus 2 V2 V3 by 2 into V2 plus V3. So this is the average speed. In this way also we can solve.